Hi, welcome to another video. So in the past, anybody that's needed a timer event, like I use one with the Xbox controller, there's various other reasons why you'd use timer panels, because you've got a bit of code that the PLC runs too fast to keep updating it, so you need another timer just to run it slowly, if you like. And normally, like me, I've been using the timer panel example here. But did you know there is actually a timer script already built into Mach4? Well, it wasn't then when the timer panel was being used, but it is now. So how do you use it? Let's have a look at the timer script. If you go in there, it's blank, there's nothing there. So, how do you use it? If you read the manual, which is not that button, it's that one, there we are. If you read the manual on the timer script, it basically says, I don't even know which bit I'm reading here at the moment, timer script is fired when a screen timer expires. What is a screen timer? Where do we put that? The timer script is wrapped in a Lua function named Mach timer script with a parameter of the timer number. The timer parameter contains the ID of the timer that's expired, 0 to 9, so obviously there's 10 timers. So let's have a look on how to do it. Now, the quickest way I have found to do this, or easiest way to do this, is to put something in the timer script and you never have to touch it again. And that looks like this. Physically, if timer equals 0, do the function that's called timer 0. And we're going to create that timer 0 function in the screen load script. But if the timer's named 1, we'll load timer 1, or if it's timer 2, all the way through to 9. So 0 to 9 makes you 10 timers. And of course, right at the end, we'll just put an error just in case you've entered the wrong timer number. Now, it looks like a lot of else ifs there. There's no switch statement in Lua, so this is your easiest way of doing a switch statement. So that's our timer script. Once you've saved that, you don't ever need to go into that again. You just don't need it. So let's go to our screen load script. Let's create a simple function at the bottom for our what do we call it? Timer 0, was it? So function timer 0, and I hate working at the end of this file. Stick some of them down there. Simply, it's all I'm going to do is put a WX message box, say hello from timer, what are we, timer 0. And that's it. But how do we start that timer? Well, again, that is so straightforward. I'll pick on this button here as normal. I don't know what's written in there. What's written in there? Local state, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, something I've just been messing about with. Right, so let's start a timer. To start a timer, we're going to use a screen function of start timer. And what do we need? We need the timer number, how long it's going to be between each revolution, or if it's a one shot, basically does it run just once. So the timer number was 0, and don't forget this function will only start running when this timer has finished. So if I give it 2 seconds, in fact 2 seconds, go add 3 noughts on the end, Was that have been quick? We've got at the end there, do you want to run it once or completely just keep going? If you put a 0 on there, it will run the timer once, do what is in that function, and then it will start the timer off again and then do that function again. Well, we only want a one shot, so we'll stick a 1. So yes, it's a one shot. So let's have a look. Let's just see if that works for us. Ooh, no errors, so it's not too bad. So when I click this button, after 2 seconds, that should give me a message box. There we go, hello from timer 0. So that's how your timer works. So, it's another timer event I've set up in here. Now, this is an ordinary Bob Basic flat standard button, and as you probably know from the properties of these buttons, you can't make these flash like the enable button. They have to be a toggle button to be able to do that. Well, this is an ordinary flat button, as I say, Bob Basic standard button, but I've got a timer running on it to make it flash. This is for just demonstration purposes. So that's a timer. Every half a second it's changing. If the screen colour is grey, turn it to green. If it's green, turn it to grey, and that's great. So what if you wanted it to turn off? Well, I've had to stick that down in this button, and it's as simple as that. You stop the timer. Let's have a quick look at the code for that. So to stop a timer, we've got screen stop timer 0, which is our timer number, and then obviously set the background colour of that button to nothing basically, which is your screen colour. And you know, that's it. What was the button code for this, just for those who's playing along at home? No, it's not that button, it's in our screen load script at the bottom. Simple as that. Basically, get the background colour. Like I say, if it's green, change it to nothing. If it's nothing, change it to green. So that is the timer script. Well, I hope you learnt something from that, and I'll see if I can find you something else in the near future. See you next time.